What's going on, guys? Alright, so tonight we are working on putting the front cover back on, but first we gotta do some modifications. But first we get into that, I want to give a little update on engine bay. So got the belt on. I had some issues with it. For some reason this alternator was sticking out too far, and what I was doing is just slipping off the water pump and the crank down there. But shorten this guy out down here, and you can see it, the spacer here for the alternator. Keep in mind, this kit is designed for a 351 for a Foxbody, but for some reason nothing lined up. I don't know, maybe my pulley's not correct or whatnot, but anyways, I shortened the spacer down. Now I got it lined up pretty good. It's not sliding off the pulley. Tore up 2 belts in the process, but I think we finally got it fixed. So got that pretty much done. Oh yeah, got a new alternator. The whole reason I got a new alternator, the old one, I guess when I was first moving the alternator, when the alternator was here, when I moved it back over here on the passenger side, I had my old, I was trying to reuse my old kit from the driver's side, work on the passenger side. But what I ended up doing is I notched, and you can see this part down here, this guy right here, I notched it down. So I guess, I don't know, it wasn't flat or whatnot, and I put a little spacer on it to help compensate what I cut off. But it was just wasn't working out. It was, the belts were just flying off. As soon as I stuck this alternator on, no issues at all. So like I said, hopefully we got that issue fixed. I still need to figure out which nozzle I need to use for the meth. I've got the hose cut down the size, and we just got to figure out, I just need to do some research to see what nozzle I need to use. Right now it's got the medium size. It comes with 3 different size nozzles. It varies between horsepower and boost ratings, so I got to do some little research on that to make sure I'm using the right nozzle. And once we get that figured out, we'll get put in and we'll be done with that. But right now I'm working on getting this front cover put back on. Having to modify a little bit since we did the radiator here under the support here. We're going to do some modifications to some tail light or some headlights, turn signals, but we'll get into that. So got the cover here. I've already marked it already. See, yellow marker here, both sides. That's where I'm gonna cut it off and test fit again and see how it fits. May have to cut these off, but we'll try to avoid that. I got some new headlights for the car. We're going to need them anyways because we're going to have to modify them to make them work. About to cut some of these up, but we'll show that in the process, and we'll get it figured out. Alright, so kind of just mocked up one lens here. Just noticed the smoke headlights come with new bulbs, but probably gonna change those out with some LEDs eventually. Here's the old one, kind of side by side. So got all these ready to roll. Kind of went with Doug's method here. Use hot glue. Seems to work a lot better. I was going to use some JB Weld, but look like this will do the job just fine. I know he has his done on his car. So yeah, got them all done. Now about ready to start putting all this back together and get it back onto the car. Alright, so one reason why I pretty much kind of butchered up my tail lights here, not tail lights, but my headlights, mainly the marker lights. So this plug right here actually is for your turn signals. So if I put the cover back on, this originally goes like right in here, but the rad's in this way. So there's no way I'm gonna be able to plug that in. This guy, I will be able to. So this is just like a marker light. So the two inner lights will no longer be turn signals. It'll be the outside corner lights, or yeah, the outside corner will be my turn signals. Because this will fit out here versus here. So you'll get a better idea once I get the cover back on, and I'll show you what I mean. Alright guys, so the new headlights are in. So now I'm ready to get it put back on, and this time we can bolt it down. Should be fun to do. Alright, well, so it's the next day. I had to pull the bumper cover off on this side because this light here, it's hard to see with this bolt down here, the brake bone bolt, was too long. It's hitting the radiator. So I had to pull the whole assembly out, but it was just easier to just disconnect it from the fender here, give you a little more room to play with. But I had to cut it down. Took about a ½ inch off it. Should be plenty of room to clear it now. And as you can see, I got everything all wired up, bulbs in place. So I'm ready to just put this back together. Yesterday as well, or last night, take it apart. This bolt here came out of the mold here, so last night I put some JB weld, some plastic weld, whatnot. Yeah, it's nice and cured now, so I'm ready to put this back together. This side's already done. As you can see how much room, well, there's probably a little bit more room on this side, but you can see how much room I got for that plug there. It's not a whole lot of room. So that's why we stuck the turn signal indicators on this side instead of here, because like I said, there's no room here with the radiator where it is now. So ready to stick this back on and test it out. I already kind of tested them already. Everything works. Want to test it out before putting everything in, or finish this bumper cover up here. Headlights, I like to do LEDs, but I'm not sure what bulbs are in these. These what came with the headlights, so I might need to look up and see what type of bulb they are. If they're good enough, I'll probably just run them for right now. But I mean, like I said, I don't run this car. I don't drive this car a lot at night, but when I do, I like to have a nice bulb in it so you can see. All y'all know, you know, headlights suck on these cars. But we'll find out. I'll look it up online. We still got to point them and everything still, but we'll do that when it gets dark. It's just a lot easier to do it. And get onto a flat surface to aim them correctly. But anyways, guys, go and get this cover put rest way back on, and we'll be pretty much done with this front bumper cover. Hood, I'm not gonna worry about right now. I'm gonna run it hoodless. My hood will sort of fit. I have to trim it only because it hits the top of his elbow here. I could probably take out some of that fiberglass underneath because it's got 2 layers of fiberglass on it. If I take that one, the lower layer of fiberglass, I think it'll be fine to clear it. But we got that hole, you know, it's on this side since we have the elbow on the other way around. Looks kind of funky, but we'll look at it. Talk with Frank about the nozzle. He told me to go ahead and start, just use the largest one and just go from there. Because we can always step down. Comes with 3 nozzles with the kit. So I mean, like I said, I already got the hose already cut down. Just gotta put the nozzle in and we'll be done. I may just run water in it for right now. I'm not gonna really tune for meth because we will need to adjust the tune. It's breathing a lot better. Put the fuel pressure where it's supposed to be. It's real lean at idle. 15.5. It's real lean. So we gotta richen it up a little bit. And obviously, everywhere on the whole map is probably gonna needs to be, you know, cranked up. But we're not gonna mess with that. We're gonna mess with that first before we start messing with meth. Because meth, we're going to have to run. I might do some table switching with that. Might build like a separate table and play with that a little bit instead of having to build a table for meth. Say for some reason I ran out of meth. And the timing's there for meth, and it's going to cause a lot of problems. So I'm going to build a separate table for meth, and should be fun. I probably won't have it ready for LMR, but we should have a good, nice bass tune set up on it. Should be nice and drivable by then, hopefully. And then from there, we'll start tuning for meth. But gonna finish this bumper cover up. I think I said that 4 times now, and we can call it done. Then we can start working on putting the fender, I'm not sure you want to call them, covers back in. Might do a little stuff here. Like I said, that vacuum hose is kind of dangled there. Might need to tuck up a little bit better because we got our downpipe right there, and I want to melting it. So just a little stuff here and there, and we'll get this car on the road and we'll get the tuning. Alright, so while I was putting everything back together, hooking up the lights and everything, one thing I noticed I should have caught before I bolted everything down is these bolts here. They go to this light right here. Was hitting, no, this side wasn't, but it was hitting. I couldn't open the cap because it was just sticking out too far. So I was able to get this one fixed. See, I got cut down. It's hard to see, but down right there on the bottom, didn't have to cut it. It was good, but I cut this one down, this light down the very bottom because I noticed it was hitting the radiator. But then I should have checked again. This one was hitting the top of it, so now I'm repeating the process again and taking this. I'm just gonna take this corner off. It's real easy to do, and we'll get this light off and we'll trim that stud down. So a couple of minutes of work here, was able to get it notched down. You can see right here. Just took that stud off, just cut a little piece off, about a 1/2 inch. Made a little less off that stud. And now everything looks good. The side looks good. Just see if maybe push it in a little more. So I could say we can call this done, and we can start working on other things now. All right. So something I didn't show you, what I did to make the the bulbs work in the housing and all. So, for example, this is one of my old ones. I kind of butchered up, kind of tested out, see how my hole saw blade will work on it and all before I start hacking on some new headlights. So I used a 2 1/8 hole saw blade and just cut a hole in it. Just took it slow. This blade's not the greatest. It's really cheap, so you can see, I don't know, it's just because the cheapness or what, but it cut through it, and melted at the same time. So as you can see, it wasn't really like a real clean cut. So it doesn't matter if it went slow or fast. Pretty much came out with the same results. They came out something like this. For example, this one used to be here. Just cut it out, and pretty much I did what I did on is use hot glue. Kind of glad I did. It was a lot easier to do than I was going to use some JB weld. It would have taken me all night to do one housing. So, and I kind of took the tip from Doug. He used hot glue on his, and shoot, it's been going on for a long time now. So it's kind of proven that hot glue works pretty good on housings. So like I said, I cut all these out, use this piece, and pretty much switch them over to the different housing, and just glue them on. So what I kind of did with that was I kind of just turned them the best I could. Can't really tell on these, but what I kind of did, I kind of matched the lines inside the best I could. But you can definitely tell if you look right at the inside the headlight or headlamp, you can tell that I drilled or I cut them out. For example, see, you have to like really look at it. You see where I cut it out. Same as this one. See, that one didn't really line up that well. I guess I turned it when I was gluing it. This one kind of turned a little bit. You can see I kind of tried to match the lines up best I could. But they work and all. That's all that matters. So, well guys, I'm gonna wrap up this video here on the pretty much finishing up the bumper cover and the light modifications on the Fox. Real easy to do. Hopefully, if you want to do it, hopefully this video helps you out. If it does, give it a like. Alright guys, till next time, the next video should be the startup on the car. Pretty much we got everything ready to roll, and just gotta fix just little things here and there. Got a little oil leak down here, but I should think I should got it fixed, but we'll find out once we start the car. But till next time guys, I'll see y'all later.